What do a can of water, a fancy bottle of olive oil, and some of the biggest brands on the planet all have in common? They aren't just selling you a product, they are selling you a feeling. So in this video, I'm breaking down the secrets of vibe marketing to show you how to build a brand that people become loyal to without even thinking about the features. So for decades, marketing was a shout about features and its benefits. And it was about the big ad budgets and who could convince you to buy their products. But in a world where we scroll basically most of the time, if not 100 or 1000 of ads a day, the whole approach is basically dead. See, the thing about vibe marketing is it should cut through all that noise and it should connect with the emotion. It's all about building a brand that feels less like a company and more like a feeling and a cult. This is vibe marketing, and it's not just a buzzword because it's a fundamental shift in how brands have to connect with people if they want to survive. It's moving away from just trying to make a sale and building a real emotional connection with your audience. So what is vibe marketing? And its core, it's an approach that cares more about creating a specific mood and an energy. It's less about what you say and it's more about how you make people feel. Because think of it this way, traditional marketing is a resume. It lists out qualifications and data points, trying to logically persuade you. While vibe marketing is more like a first date. It's about the chemistry, the energy, and the feeling you are left with long after the date is over. See, people will always forget a list of features, but we as humans will never forget how your brand made them feel. Now, this isn't just about throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. It's a real strategy built on a few key ideas, basically. So the number one is emotional resonance. You have to tap into the universal human feelings like joy, nostalgia, inspiration, maybe even a little rebellion. And the second thing is brand energy. See, this is the gut feeling people get from your brand, whether it's on your TikTok, your website, or in a customer service email. And that feeling needs to be consistent everywhere. The third thing is the cultural alignment. So cultural alignment is basically your brand should get what's happening in the world and understands how your audience is feeling about it. So you have seen a lot of brands doing moment marketing, right? And it's all about making your brand feel alive and human. Instead of just trying to push your product, they're building a world where people want to join. The focus shifts from buy our stuff to be come and be one among us. And when people feel like they belong, the selling part just sort of takes care of itself. Now, let's look into the psychology behind vibe marketing and why it's working for a lot of brands. See, the reason vibe marketing is so powerful comes down to simple truth. We are emotional beings. Neuroscience shows us again and again that we make decisions with our emotions and then use our logic to justify them afterward. And traditional marketing was busy trying to talk to the logical brain, but vibe marketing goes straight for the heart, where the real decisions are made. This is crucial in today's attention economy. When somebody is mindlessly scrolling, you don't have the time to explain your unique value proposition. You have less than a second basically, and a vibe is an emotional signal. And it's the fastest way to make someone stop, feel something, and pay attention. And it bypasses the analytical brain and creates an instant connection. But it also goes deeper because brands that nail this aren't just selling products, they're selling identities. When you buy from Nike, you aren't just buying sneakers. You're tapping into the identity of an athlete. And when you buy from Apple, you're not just getting a phone, you're buying into the identity of a creative visionary. See, this emotional bond is what every business is after because it creates loyalty that you just can't buy. See, studies have consistently shown that customers who feel emotionally connected to a brand spend more, tell their friends about you, and stick around even if a competitor is a little cheaper. And they stop being customers and start becoming fans. And as a founder, that's the goal which you have to have if you're building a brand. Now, let's look at a few brands that are masters of this vibe. First, the classic Liquid Death. Their product is water, just bloody water in a can. And on paper, that is the most boring thing which you can do in the world. But their vibe, it's pure rebellious, heavy metal, and their slogan is murder your thirst. Their cans look more like craft beer or an energy drink. But creating this hilarious anti-corporate vibe, they turn water into a statement piece. Now the second is glossier. See, the beauty industry was always dominated by this airbrush perfection, complicated routines, fancy-looking models, the perfectly shaped models, and Glossier showed up with a totally different vibe. Minimalist, real, and all about community. And their motto was skin first, makeup second. Completely changed the conversation in the beauty game. And their vibe is about feeling good in your own skin and not hiding it. And they used real customers, not models, in their ads and built a huge community around the idea that beauty should be personal and fun. And what they're saying is they don't sell makeup, they sell the feeling of being that cool, effortless friend, that amazing skin basically. And of course, we have to talk about the historical master of the vibe, the Coca-Cola. For 100 years, their ads have had almost nothing to do with how their sodas taste. They sell happiness, they sell togetherness, and they sell nostalgia. See, they have successfully tied their product to our most powerful positive emotions, creating a brand that's bigger than the product itself. See, if you're seeing how powerful this video is and you're getting some value out of this, do me a quick favor and hit that like and subscribe button. What I try to do in this channel is go deep on marketing strategies, entrepreneurship, consumer product goods industry, etc. And I would love for you to be part of this community here. Okay, see, this all sounds great, right? But how do you actually start doing it? So here are 4 straightforward steps to build your own brand vibe. So the number 1 step is define your core feeling. Before you do anything else, answer this one question. How do I want my people to feel when they find my brand? See, pick 1 or 2 core emotions. Is it inspired, joyful, calm, rebellious, or confident? That feeling becomes your North Star, and every single decision should be guided by it. And the number 2 is weave that emotion into everything, because a vibe only works if it's consistent, and that core feeling has to show up in your logo, your website colors, or the way you write emails, your social media post, your packaging, whatnot, basically everything to do with your business. And every touch point has to reinforce the same vibe. And number 3 is tell stories. Don't list features. Please don't. Stop talking so much about what your product does and start telling stories about how it makes people feel. So for an example, rather than saying our software as a new project management feature, you could say, imagine that feeling of closing your laptop for the day with a clear mind, knowing everything is organized and handled. You are evoking the emotion, not just listing a feature, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, the 4th step is listen to feedback. Put your vibe out there and then listen very carefully. Are people reacting the way you wanted them to? And use social media comments and analytics to get a sense of the emotional response. Is the vibe you think you are projecting the one that people are actually receiving? Be ready to tweak and refine your approach based on what you hear back, because that's very important if you're building a brand. What I'm trying to achieve in this video is, in a world that is full of robotic automated marketing, and the brands that win will be the ones that have a soul, because they'll be the ones that remember that business has always been and will always be about human connection. The strategy really is that simple. Stop just selling a product and start selling a feeling. Go from being a faceless company to being a brand with a personality. Because when you focus on creating an authentic vibe, you're not just making sales, you're building relationships, and those relationships are the foundation of every single great brand. Okay, so now I want to hear from you. What's a brand that has totally hooked you with this vibe? Drop its name in the comment section and tell me why you love it. Let's keep the conversation going, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one.